Welcome to the first handicapping edition of Shades Off. I'm going to do the daily double every day and selected other hopefully promising wagering opportunities. My style is to search for the best value alternative to the obvious, and my personal playing methods account for price horses having a greater likelihood of finishing second or third than they do of winning. In the daily double, I'll key firster number 7, the Love Tree, in race number 1. His pedigree is sprintier than it looks at first glance. His barn is shrewd and was sharp early in the 2009 meet. And jockey Chris DiCarlo is long-term live for these connections. In race 2, I'll use improving number 7, Halloran, who had an impossible trip on a dull rail last time, as well as speed figure standouts, the 5 Precious Package and the 11 Cape Town King for an early double play of the 7 with the 7, 5, and 11. In race number 4, the 7, Nicky Red, is a first-time starter with Lasix, who is live improving workouts for Doug Nunn, who's a very good trainer with young horses. Nicky Red has a speedy New Jersey bred pedigree overall, though his relatively young dam has been pretty unproductive so far, but you can forgive that in a race like this. I'm going to use him with fellow first number 4, Smoke the Devil, underrated Fairhill connections behind him, and note the improvement in his last 2 workouts with the switch to dirt. I'll also use the 2 Cause I Can and the 12 True Heaven, who dropped down with Cutback Foundation from Gulfstream Park Company and have recency over the firsters. And first-time starter number 1, Hung Jury. He might be a tough one to figure. I'm probably going to use him. He has a great pedigree, super workouts, but he also has the rail in a big green field. In race 8, the 12, a Deuce, has some very strong pace figures relative to this field, and he earned them versus much better bunches last season and even the season before that. He's good from the gate from an outside draw and could fall into a sweet pressing trip at a big price. Improving number 5, Slovan, is also a must-use for me at a big price. He fits here, returning to his best surface and distance for a very shrewd barn. Race 8 is wide open. It's a big, weak field. It might be one where you really can use your imagination. In race 10, number 1, Dueling Alex, was on dull rails versus strong fields in his 2 longest dirt starts. He has more distance here with which to work and possibly faster fractions. And speaking of fractions, they're going to be set, I believe, by stretching out number 8, Forward Observer. He's the speed of the speed with a hard send for trainer Joe Orsino, 12% trainer overall, 22% though with stretch outs, but also a conditioner who over the years has proven time in and time out how superb he is with stretching out horses. Forward Observer, though, could be stretched to his limit, even with a loose lead at a mile and a 16th, but if they don't respect him and let him get loose and he relaxes, he could be dangerous. Race 11, the feature, is the Elkwood Stakes. My pick there is the 1, Staying On. I think he has room to improve. Second time US, second race off a layoff, second time Lasix. The cutback to a mile and a 16th helps him, I believe. His Euro and US form both say firm is best, and I just walked the turf course and it is firm, and he's going to like it. He was third last time out behind Yates Black Cat and Stirwin's legitimate grade 3 and on their best day grade 2 horses. This field is weaker. Staying On as the 1 post in Joe Bravo. A big time use for me with him will be the 2 Roman Tiger, who's getting better but does need pace. I still think he can get by the others in deep stretch. Other users underneath, well underneath, of the 6 Pleasant Strike, who likes the inside and may have trouble getting it from his draw on Saturday. Number 5, Get Stormy, could be dominant early speed. That style can be very dangerous on the Monmouth turf, but I question the company he was beating last year. And number 4, Kiss the Kid, a longtime Monmouth Park stalwart, knows the lay of the land. There'll be an update on Saturday's card posted on Saturday late morning, early afternoon. And for all my picks for every race, go to monmouthpark.com.